For those of us who have not lived through a war, it's hard to imagine what it must be like to experience all these horrors that a military confrontation can bring. And what must it be like for children being traumatized by what they see, by what they experience? As the European Network of Communities, we have provided aid for the suffering people in Ukraine, brought to them through the communities of the OX network. But the recent plans also include youth camps to be held this summer in Ukraine. Last night I had the chance to talk to Oris Hyorchak about their plans and also what we all can do to support these children. Here's his report. Many people are asking about the situation in Ukraine, and we have some good news today. Again, I'm connected with Orest from the OX Community Network living in Lviv. Orest, how are the people in your community doing in these days? Those who live in Lviv, in the Lviv area, and those who are in military service are delivering aid to the communities.
First of all, I want to say that generally the situation in Ukraine is still hard because each day we lose a lot of our soldiers from one side, but from the other side we have some success. Today we got news that the area around the city Kharkiv, it's the second biggest city in Ukraine, was liberated almost totally. So it's great. It's great news, and our army continued to fight, and we see success. But so we have to pay a big price. Many people from my community are mobilized. Many people really. Unfortunately, you know that one member of my community was killed, Oleg. And their husband of sister from my community, sister in Christ, also was killed. So two men were killed in this war. So I would say that it's horrible feeling. It's really hard to understand that you lost this who you love. And for me, very hard to see the pain of relatives of these guys. It's when I see how they are suffering because of their losing of husbands. I feel a big pain in my heart. I can't imagine what pain they feel in their hearts. So I can explain when you see this. After the funeral, I couldn't sleep well for a few days because I can't even explain. So it's really big pain. It's really big suffering, and I understand what a big price our country and our community pay for the peace in Ukraine and in the whole Europe. So you know. I feel mixed feelings. From one side, I'm proud of our soldiers, of our brothers who are fighting, and from the other side, I feel a big pain because of losing such beautiful people. So this is the situation in Ukraine. I would say that one problem is that we used to the war in Ukraine. So it's like a normal part of our life now. Volunteering work, help soldiers in the war zone. So it became a normal part of our life. And a few months ago, before the war, I even couldn't imagine that it can be a part of my life for each day. So, but the reality is I describe it.
Mm-hmm. I still very much remember the interview we did at the beginning of February. This was a few weeks before the war actually started. Most people at that time thought this would never happen. Now it happened. And you told me two things I really remember. One was that the danger unites us, brings us closer together in our communities, something that we actually see happening right now as the danger has become very imminent and very real. And the second thing you said, we're optimistic. We're also planning for the summer, having youth camps there. Now, the question is, what about those youth camps? Is this still a realistic thing that you are approaching in the midst of war? Is this something that you can afford? What's the situation there?
I would say that both things really are true, and during this hard time, we really felt our unity in Ukraine between communities. But what is for me very important, we experienced a big unity, great unity with ENC, European Network of Communities. I am really very touched by help and love and care of you guys. So it's really very important for us. You know, when you come through difficult times, it's really needed to feel that you are not alone. And from your side, you gave us all support you could. So I'm very thankful. It's about first point I mentioned at the beginning of the war in the interview with you. And another point, yes, we see that the life is going, life continues. So and we also see a lot of people around who need our support, who need to hear gospel, who need support, psychological and spiritual. So we are planning this summer to have youth summer camps, and we will invite children. First, it's those who are refugees who came from eastern part of Ukraine, and also others who would like to visit our camps. I think it's very important. In a week, we start evangelistic course, Roach, for refugees. So it will last for 3 months. And we have preparings now. We have about 35 people who would like to serve. So we are expecting about 150 people for this evangelization course. And we also are expecting about 200 children who will visit our youth summer camps.
I understand most of these children will be children from refugee families. Of course, they won't have the finances to pay for this. I assume you would ask for donations to support those families. How is the financial situation for that?
Yes, it's the biggest problem for now, because, of course, people who are refugees, they are not able to pay for themselves. And as well as families from the regions where the active fightings were, also they are very poor, and if they want to come, they are not able to pay. And I would say that generally in Ukraine, it's very hard situation with financial situation because of war. You understand this, and so people are really unable to pay for themselves at least this amount of money which is needed to pay for themselves. Yes, so we really need donations, and I asked ENC, I asked Exec to support us, and they agree to help us as always. So it's great. And we really appreciate your help. We really need this financial help because it will allow us to serve these people, and we want to serve them both spiritually, to preach gospel, and we also want to help them psychologically. We will invite some specialists who can help them, because many of these people, they really saw atrocities, they saw very not easy things around them.
Yeah, and for you watching, this is your chance to be actively involved in Ukraine. It will cost about 150 euros per child attending these summer camps. And of course, sponsors are needed. You can just use the ENC account, which is also given in the video description. Just please qualify Summer Camp Ukraine, and the money will go to support those families and those children in real need to have a place where they can rest, where they can relax, and where they can also find help. Yeah, Oris, and I have to wish you all the best for your preparations. Is there anything else we need to know, or anything we can use in our prayers especially?
First of all, I want to ask you to pray for the protection for our soldiers, because I see that it's most important, the families not losing their husbands and their fathers. So please pray for the protections of our guys.
We will certainly do so. So let's be united in prayer. Let's also be united in giving. There's other aid also flowing into Ukraine, and I know, Orest, there are many people active from your communities to distribute this aid to the places where it's most needed. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. Good night for tonight.
Good night.